In our lives, we might need to separate from the people who are holding us back. My name is Blaze Sion, and I help young men break bad habits, build confidence, and develop self esteem. Today, I want to discuss why it is so important that you decide whether or not the people you are surrounding yourself with are conducive to the person that you want to become. Are they on the same path, or are they going to hold you back from getting to where you want to go? I know that in my own life, separating from people was both the most hard decision and the best decision I ever made in my life. When you are friends with people for a long time, it is hard to think about not being friends with them. You think, oh, we'll be friends for the rest of our lives. But then something might start to change in you. You start wanting to improve yourself. And maybe you're hanging around people who are messing around a lot, like I was. A lot of people who don't really take their lives seriously. And you might be getting to the point where you are starting to take your life seriously, and you're looking at the people around you and you're getting frustrated that they're not doing the same. And maybe you've always wanted something massive in your life. You wanted to achieve great success. You're looking around at the people that you're surrounding yourself with, and you're saying to yourself, man, I don't think they want that. And you know what? That's okay. Coming to grips with the fact that not a lot of people want to achieve massive success like you do in your life, whether that's financial, physical, whatever it may be, whatever the idea of massive success is to you. Maybe the people around you just want to live average and ordinary lives. And you need to accept that. Because some people, men in particular, are fine working 9 to 5 days a week, and then going and getting beers with the boys on the weekends. And they're satisfied with that. They're satisfied getting home at the end of the workday, sitting on the couch and watching TV until they fall asleep. I don't knock anyone for that. I don't despise anyone for having that kind of mindset, but that's not me. And I've come to the point in my life where I just refuse to be around people who are like that, who aren't succeeding, who aren't striving to become better. Why would I be around them? Most of the time, the people who are like that, who aren't striving to become better, are energy drainers. They'll talk about how unfair the world is, how they're being held back in one way or another from achieving their success. They're blaming outside sources for their current circumstances rather than taking responsibility for where they currently are and understanding that the steps that they've taken up to this point have developed them into the person they are. Now they're complaining constantly, every single day, because they can't get to where they want to go. And they're going to use that as an excuse, whatever excuse they're using, that outside circumstance, for the rest of their lives in many cases. And that's why some people unfortunately die much earlier than they actually physically die. A lot of young men and people in general will die when they go to college, because all of a sudden they get to college and a lot of people start talking to them about being realistic, starting to think about what job you want to get out of college. It's those of us that refuse to listen to that messaging that will get to where we want to go. If you get to college, or you get to the point in your life where people are starting to tell these things to you, that you need to take it easy, that you need to follow the traditional path, start thinking about what you want to do, what's realistic, what college do you want to get into, and then how is that college going to help you get your job that you want to get out of college and get paid a good salary out of college and live an average and ordinary rest of your life. Maybe climb the corporate ladder, get your energy drained for 90 hours a week, sitting in an office and not being fulfilled with what you do, chasing money in many circumstances. I know so many people who just chase that. They don't think about the sense of fulfillment that they need in their lives, and which they will miss by chasing that money objective. But getting back to the main topic of this video, how do you separate from the people around you? How do you move on without, cutting ties in a mean or angry way, saying, you know what, I don't need to be around you anymore. You're draining all my energy, all this stuff. You don't need to snap at them. You just need to slowly dwindle them out of your life. And if that's going to be hard for you, then you just need to tell them what you need from them. Say, hey, look, if you're trying to move up, you need to say, hey, look, to your friend, I'm not going to engage in the activities that we have been engaging in for a long time anymore. I just refuse to, because I don't think it's conducive to my success. I think it's damaging my health, both physically and mentally. And I don't want to continue doing this. I have big dreams in my life, and I plan on reaching them. I don't know about you. If you don't have big dreams and you want to continue doing what you're doing and what we've always done, that's fine by me. But I'm sorry, I'm not going to be able to join you. Remain calm when you say these things to people. It shows that you have a cool head and you're certain of what you want to do with your life. The moment you blow up shows your instability, shows your lack of strength. When you blow up and get angry, make sure you stay calm when communicating this with people. A lot of people make this mistake. They say, you know what? I'm sick and tired of doing this. You're ruining my life. You being in my life. I'm cutting you out. And that's really damaging. You don't want to break up a relationship in that kind of way, because you're going to feel bad about it at some point. Whether or not you feel bad about it right away is irrelevant. Over time, you're going to start thinking to yourself, you know what? I should probably text that person and just tell them I hope they're doing well. Even if they don't respond, you got that off of your shoulders. I've had to do that in my life. As hard as it has been, I've definitely snapped at some people when I wanted to become better, and I was so frustrated with myself and how I allowed myself to go down the path that I had gone down. I just got mad. I was like, you guys, you're draining me, man. You aren't achieving anything in your life, and you never are going to if you continue doing this. And I don't think I can be around you anymore, because I'm sick and tired of being the way that I am. And I'm no longer going to tolerate it. If you guys want to tolerate that with yourselves, fine by me. But make sure, like I said, when you do this, you don't get too angry and you keep a cool head. I know that it might seem really hard right now to do this, to cut off ties from people you've known for a long time. It might seem lonely. It might seem like you're not going to have any friends and you're going to struggle and you're going to have to be in isolation to improve yourself. And the truth of the matter is, in part, you are going to have to be in isolation more than you were before. You're going to start needing to think about who you want to be. I call this the temporary period of isolation. Going into isolation and starting thinking deeply every day. Who do I want to be? What do I want to become? Start visualizing it. Start thinking of exactly what you want in your life, and then work out the plan to get there. And then start building new relationships with people who have similar goals. They don't have to have the same goals, but who have similar goals, who are growth oriented, who want to do massive things on a massive scale, change the world in some way or another. Again, they don't have to be like you, but they do have to be oriented in a way that is inspiring, that brings you energy in the same way that you're bringing energy to them. And then it becomes a massive energy transfer between a whole group of people who fuel each other up and who support each other along that journey. That's how you build great relationships. Start meeting new people, start connecting, start really understanding who these people are and what they want, providing value to them so that they provide value to you. And that is the way that you move up in this world. You're going to have to cut out some of the old people that you've been around. And that's going to be hard, but I promise you it'll be worth it. When you surround yourself with new people who are inspiring you and who are on the same path or a similar path, you're going to start, as a group, becoming stronger and better. And that is when all of your lives will change for the better, because life should not be some kind of selfish pursuit. It should be a group of people, a community getting together and becoming better every single day and helping each other along the way. I want to thank you for watching today's video, and I just want you to remember that if you're thinking about separating from people in your life, make sure you do it in the right way and make sure that you do it sooner or later. Otherwise, you're going to be dragged down by them. I want to thank you for watching today. I really am on a mission to help young men who are in the position that I used to be. A couple of years ago, I had no confidence, I had horrible habits, and no self-esteem. I didn't feel good about myself. So that's why I started the Discipline Institute, to help young men become better versions of themselves and to inspire them, to show them that they aren't trapped in their current circumstances and they can rise above where they are, no matter how hard they think it might be. If you're interested in that at all, I would advise you to click the link in my description. There's going to be a training there, as well as my site where you can check out what I'm all about, my story, why I do what I do. Although I've already explained it a little, but you'll get to know more about me. And also view my other socials. And I really hope that you become part of this community that I want to create here, the Discipline Institute. I will see you guys in the next video. I'm super grateful that you tuned in today. Thank you.